What is gender-based discrimination? In this video, we will introduce how Whittier College's sexual misconduct policy defines gender-based discrimination. But before we dive in, it's important to point out that some of the content explored in this video may be triggering for some viewers. This video will briefly discuss sexual violence and discrimination, so if you have a history of sexual trauma, please proceed with caution. It's a tragic fact that sexual misconduct happens on college campuses. While college-age people are at a higher risk for sexual violence regardless of whether they attend college or not, college students are particularly at risk. About 1 in 4 college women and about 1 in 4 non-binary, trans, or queer college students are survivors of sexual assault. And students are at a greater risk at the beginning of the fall semester, especially during their first year. Whittier College is committed to preventing sexual misconduct and to supporting survivors if an incident of sexual misconduct unfortunately does occur. Under Whittier College's sexual misconduct policy, gender-based discrimination includes not just sexual abuse, sexual assault, sexual harassment, stalking, intimate partner violence, and domestic violence. It also includes attitudinal or implicit violence, microaggressions, and rape culture. Sexual abuse is any action that pressures or coerces someone to do something sexually they don't want to do. This includes not only unwanted physical contact, but also the forcing of someone to watch sexual activity or images against their will. Stalking involves unwanted repeated surveillance and/or harassment of a person, causing that person to feel fear. Sexual assault is an act in which a person sexually touches another person without consent, or coerces or physically forces a person to engage in a sexual act against their will. Rape is a type of sexual assault that involves non-consensual sexual penetration. No matter how slight and no matter where on the survivor, unwanted penetration is rape. Dating or intimate partner violence includes a range of behaviors, including verbal, physical, emotional, and/or financial abuse, control, and/or manipulation committed by someone with whom one is or has been in an intimate or romantic relationship. Similarly, domestic violence is a range of violent behaviors including verbal, physical, emotional, and/or financial abuse, control, and/or manipulation committed by a spouse or someone with whom one shares or has shared a residence. Sexual harassment is unwelcome verbal, nonverbal, or physical conduct based on gender or sexual identity. It is an umbrella category that includes sexual advances, sexual comments, requests for sexual favors, etc. It also includes being subjected to sexually explicit images, messages, video, conversations, etc. And sexual harassment does not have to be just sexual in nature. It can also include harassment based on gender expression and/or nonconformity. Attitudinal refers to negative attitudes, beliefs, and stereotypes that individuals or society may hold towards people of a subordinate group. These attitudes can be a significant obstacle to accessibility for people, creating exclusionary experiences. And implicit refers to actions that are implied, suggested, hinted at, or felt by someone rather than directly expressed. Similarly, microaggressions are the everyday, subtle, both intentional and unintentional, verbal and nonverbal, slights or prejudices that impact and exclude those from underrepresented communities. Rape culture refers to the cultural or institutional ways that rape is normalized and excused due to societal attitudes about gender and sexuality. It is perpetuated through gender stereotypes, certain dating practices, and rape myths. We can see rape culture enacted through misogynistic language, images, jokes, television, film, music, politics, etc. It can be difficult to identify because it's so pervasive, But this is why we should work even harder to identify and call rape culture out when we see it. At Whittier College, our primary concern is ensuring the safety of our students and employees. So we are committed to preventing all forms of discrimination and sexual misconduct, and to providing support and resources to survivors if something unfortunately does occur. If you have questions about Title IX, reporting a violation, or seeking protections or accommodations, you can reach out to the Title IX coordinator, who is located in the Campus Center, Building A, first floor, within the Dean of Students' office. Or you can seek out one of our deputy Title IX coordinators. You can also take advantage of excellent resources both on and off campus. So, to summarize, sexual misconduct is an unfortunate actuality on college campuses, but one that Whittier College is committed to preventing. Gender discrimination includes not just assault and harassment, but also attitudinal violence, microaggressions, and rape culture. While we of course hope this never happens, if you ever suffer one of these forms of discrimination, we are here to provide you with resources and support.